And we are live. Hello, world of Facebook. First of all, Merry Christmas. As you can see, my Christmas sweater with Homer. Because last Christmas sweater I had on, people were commenting that it was bad. So hopefully you like this better. It's Christmas Day, so I know that maybe a lot of you won't be watching, but look at this later, because the reason I'm doing this live feed is I just finished filming a video for my YouTube channel, but it's in Dutch, so go to youtube.com/FutureMorphs if you like, if you speak Dutch. But if you think, well, I don't speak Dutch, don't go there. Well, I have some English videos. Anyway, the video was about what are palmettos and what are bug eyes, because a couple of days ago I posted pictures of some available palmettos, some babies I had, and they had some bigger eyes, it's like little bug eyes. So I got a couple messages in Dutch, but as well in English, from people asking, well, what is bug eyes and does it inherit and stuff like that. So I was thinking, well, if I make a Dutch video, I might as well go live and talk about palmettos and about the bug eyes, because it's not a secret. So yeah, I'm honest and open about my snakes, so I don't care. Well, the first question people sometimes ask is, what is a palmetto? Well, people know how they look, of course. It's like a form of leucistic. Leucism, I guess. So it's a leucistic corn snake. They are totally white as babies, and every shed they get more and more color. And it varies a little bit. Like this is an adult male and he has quite some color, but some of them get even more speckles like this and stuff. So with the leucism, it's not just a white snake. Also the eye color is a little bit different. It's usually a little, well, it doesn't focus, of course. Usually a little blue grayish, and with a almost sort of ruby pupil. And also don't think it's just a normal patterned corn snake with some white. Just like, for instance, piebald in ball pythons. They do have the white patches, but the rest of the pattern looks different. And it's the same with these, because if you have some palmettos with really big patches, you still don't see the normal saddles and stuff. So it's not just a normal with white. It really is just it's a pattern mutation basically as well. So some people think they are hybrids with the Texas red snake, the Panthrophis obsoletus lindheimeri, because there's a leucistic form as well, and they also have sometimes the bigger eyes, the bug eyes. So it's obvious, of course, that people might think it's a hybrid with that. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm just thinking, well, it could be, but yeah, let's be honest. Some people made a lot of money making palmettos. So if some American guy decided to breed a normal corn snake to a leucistic lindheimeri and bred them back to a corn snake and back again, like 4, 5, 6 generations, and probably they won't look like a Texas red snake anymore. So maybe that's the case, but the reason I think it could be just a regular corn snake is that they don't have the size of a Texas red snake. They get way bigger. The normal babies, so the het palmettos, are totally normal looking to me. I never seen like het palmettos offered or something that I thought, well, they look a little bit sketchy. Like, you cannot identify every hybrid, of course, but I've seen a lot of hybrids throughout the years, and it's a little bit of everything. It's the size, it is the shape of the head, the color of the head, and especially the pattern. Like a lot of hybrids have a strange stripe in the neck that corn snakes don't have. The pattern overall, the color. So there's a lot of things that look different if you have a cross with a corn snake. And that can be another red snake, a king snake, a milk snake, of course. It's all different, but usually there's quite a good indication if you have a 50% or maybe 25% hybrid or something. And I don't see that in palmettos. So that's the reason I think they might be just a real corn snake. And well, let's be honest, we don't have to save corn snakes in the wild. It's not that the American government will call me and say, we need your corn snakes to put back in the wild and save all the corn snakes there. So even if this is a 6.25% hybrid or something, who really cares basically? But anyway, if you don't like them, then you don't like them. That's okay too. I do like them, and I think they're not hybrids. And if they are, I don't really mind. So, well, that's a little bit about what are palmettos. But I'm also wanted to talk about what are bug eyes, because, well, like I said, I posted some pictures and I got quite some messages. So let me put this one back. By the way, hi Joyce. As always, if you have any questions, just let them know. But this is supposed to be like a short live video just about palmettos. But of course, every other question is good as well. Well, what are bug eyes? I will show you. Bug eyes mean it really is bug eyes, not big eyes, because they look a little bit like bugs with like a fly with a popping eye. These will probably never focus, but this is one of the babies of this year. I guess it's about 3, maybe 4 months old now, something like that. And does it focus? Well, you can see it a little bit, especially like this. It has bigger eyes than normal. So the bug eyes literally mean they have, well, either they have bigger eyeballs that don't fit in their eye socket, or their skull is different or smaller and the eyes don't fit. But I guess that the eyes are just bigger. So that's what meant with bug eyes. I bred 2 this year that had way bigger eyes than this. So this is not the worst bug eye you can ever have. And people ask me, well, should I breed with them and stuff like that? So, well, that's why this video. Me, myself, I would not keep an animal like this for breeding. Because it's not really known at the moment how bug-eyed inherits, like if it's genetic or not. So it would be a shame if you buy this animal. It's a male, by the way. You see bug eyes way more in males than in females. I think I bred 1 female this year with a little bit bigger eyes like this. But most of the time, if you see them with the big eyes, they are males, especially the really big eyes. So that's sort of strange, because I guess if it is genetic, then it's the first time, at least in corn snakes, I guess, that is linked to a gene. In ball pythons and stuff, you have some morphs that are linked to a specific sex, but anyway, I'm floating off in my mind again. So I would not buy this for breeding, because maybe this is a male, so he can breed in 2 years. Maybe after 2 years, you think, oh, all the babies are fine. That can be. But maybe if you breed them in 2 years, the babies have bigger eyes as well, all of them, or maybe a couple of. So do you want to risk it? I wouldn't risk it myself. So all my breeding animals, I guess, have normal eyes. But as a pet, of course, it can be a great pet, because they eat, they grow, they poop, the eyes shed normally. I don't think it hurts them or anything. It does look strange, of course, but they behave normal. You don't see them rubbing or something. So I guess they act like a normal snake. So as a pet, if you don't want to breed him, he's a great animal. At least with me, but usually with all breeders, the bug eyes are cheaper as well. So I guess with the ones with the really big eyes, I sold for like 1/3 of the price of normal Palmetto. So yeah, there's quite a big difference, I guess. Like you pay probably €100 or 150, somewhere in that range, depending on how big the eyes are, compared to maybe 250, 300, 350 euros for a normal eyed one. So but that's again a breeder who wants a snake with good eyes. He will buy a more expensive animal, and somebody who wants to keep it as a pet, yeah, they can pay a little less money and still have a nice pet, of course. This is another male also from this year. Also with not, he does have some bug eyes, but not the worst. But yeah, you can see it a little bit, maybe like this. you can see like a little edge around their eye or something. Yeah, that's a good shot, I guess. So it's not the worst bug-eyed ever, but still, yeah, it's not how it's supposed to be, I guess. So, nice pattern though. Yeah, that's bug-eyed. I will show you 2 more Palmettos, and then I will go to some comments and stuff. So keep watching if you had a question. Whoopa. This is also a Palmetto I bred myself, an albino Palmetto, or missing black Palmetto, however you want to call it, with quite some color already on him, quite some speckles. He's a little bit older, I guess he's at least 6 months, or maybe, yeah, he's born in June probably, so 6 months, almost 7 months old. He does have, well, tiny bug eyes, you could say. It's, of course, the camera won't. If you look closely, then you can see it has a little bigger eyes than a normal corn snake would have. But not as much as the other 2 I showed, and not as much at all as the ones with the really big eyes I bred and sold this year. So when this hatched, I did notice that it has a little bit bigger eyes, but I still wanted to keep it. Yeah, I like the look, of course, of an Ama Palmetto, and it's sort of, I will take the gamble if he will produce normal babies, I guess. But somebody has to find out anyway, so I will breed him. It's a male as well, so I will keep you updated in like maybe half a year or a year. I will make some pictures, because I talked to my friends from Sami Snakes, and they breed Palmettos, I think 3 years in a row now, maybe 4 years. 3 years. I have 3 years, 2 or 3 years anyway, something like that. And Sandra was thinking, and I don't know if you have the same experience, but he had the thought at least that if the ones with like little tiny bug eyes, when they grow, that they sort of grow into their eyes, or the skull grows bigger or something like that. So I'm hoping that's the case with that one as well. And the last one I want to show you is also an albino Palmetto female from 2019. So she's a little, like almost 1.5 years old. Very pretty as well, if you ask me, getting some yellow and stuff as well. But with total normal eyes. Before this breeding season, like in the beginning of 2020, I was talking to a German breeder also of Palmettos, and he said, well, it was on live, I guess, even. And he said, well, I never seen an albino Palmetto with normal eyes, but they do exist. It is a female. Like I said, males have more often the big eyes than females, but so they do exist, and I like them. I will put this back as well. So like I said, yeah, I don't want to keep Palmettos with the really big eyes, because I don't know if it will inherit in a bad way or not, but I don't want to find out after 2 or 3 years. So the ones with the big eyes, I do breed. Oh, and by the way, they can be all in one clutch. I had like the ones with the really big eyes and normal eyes, they can be in one clutch. So it's not like you get a clutch with Palmettos and everything has big eyes or everything has normal eyes. It's a little variable. And that's also one of the reasons I think that it's not really genetic in a way that they have like a gene that causes like big eyes. I guess it's sort of random mixed in with the leucism. Because you also see the big eyes with the Texas red snakes sometimes. So I guess the leucism does something which, I don't know, maybe because the color of the eyes is also different. Maybe there's like a protein in the eyes or something that's different. And that makes, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but I'm just guessing. So probably my guess would be if you have a male with really big eyes and you pair him to a normal-eyed female or a het Palmetto female or something, you will get normal-eyed babies as well. But yeah, I don't want to risk it. So I guess that's everything I wanted to say. If you have questions, let them know. I will check some comments. Well, Joyce is going to sleep already. Bye, Joyce. Merry Christmas, DA Snake. Merry Christmas to you too. To Anthony as well. Ho 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 from Germany. Thanks, Tina. I hope you like my Christmas sweater. Ah, you did ask. Do bug eyes appear quicker in head to head Invisible Palmetto, visible Palmetto. Good question. The simple answer is I don't know. The reason is I never bred a visual Palmetto to a visual Palmetto yet. This year was my first year that I had a Palmetto female, and I bred her to a het Palmetto male. And I also have the adult Palmetto male I showed you, and I bred him this year and in 2019 to het Palmetto females. So I never did Palmetto to Palmetto, so I really don't know. So at least what I can tell you is Palmetto to het Palmetto will give you normal eyes, bug eyes, and a little bit in between, like the babies I showed you. But it can all be in the same clutch, so yeah, I'm not sure. Did I do het Palmetto to het Palmetto? No, I don't think so. So I don't know what het to het does. So yeah, I'm not the biggest Palmetto breeder in the world or with the most experience, but at least I wanted to share it with you because some people say, oh, I never breed bug eyes, and it can be, but maybe they just, I don't know, do something with it. Some people think, oh, the bug eyes is like a defect, so we should kill or euthanize those snakes. If you want to do it. They are not my snakes, but I don't do it. I think that even a Palmetto with bug eyes can live perfectly normal. So I don't see a reason to euthanize them, but that's just my opinion, of course. But of course, be honest with yourself and with your customers and stuff. If you sell a snake with a little bigger eyes, just send a picture and say, well, there's bigger eyes, but that's why it's cheaper, or I wouldn't breed it, or stuff like that. So, but again, in my opinion, but that's why I do these lives and I do the YouTube videos and stuff. I have nothing to hide. It's just my opinion. If somebody has another opinion, that's also fine, of course. So, ooh, my sweater looked really cool. Well, it's Mr. Plow. Well, it's just Homer Simpson, of course. So, thanks for watching. It's sort of a quick video. The downside of Facebook Lives are that they are pretty difficult to to find back in a couple of weeks. But I was thinking of doing a live video in English, because if people ask me, well, what about the bug eyes? I will send them to this video. And if they ask it in Dutch, I can send it to my YouTube video. So again, if you can speak Dutch, go to YouTube. I will try to upload the video by the end of today, but it will take a while because it's also a 50-minute video or something, and yeah, it just takes time. Otherwise it will be uploaded tomorrow, so go have a look there. And well, yeah, if you want a Palmetto, give me a message. I have 2 left, but with big eyes. So anyway, see you next time. Merry Christmas, and well, let's see each other on live again in 2021. Bye guys.